Good morning guys, it's Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. I'm back at this house that I'm cleaning out for episode 3 of the, what did I call it? How to make money selling other people's stuff legally. Yeah, we have to stress that, legally. I am a second-hand dealer. We are known for doing house clean outs. Most of the real estate companies know what we do, and we often get the key to the place and clean up. Yeah, rubbish removal to a point. I don't call myself a rubbish removalist, because then we would charge and it would involve a lot of stuff going to the tip, and we don't do that. We generally buy house lots, but in this case we've been given what's left in this place because the property is sold, and they've said, look, you can take it all as long as you do that, and take it all, leave it cleaned out. There's some pretty good value stuff, as if you've been watching the last 2 episodes. I've got a couple of fridges. There was a nice washing machine and dryer which I've given to my daughter, and that's been picked up. I've already got rid of a bit of free stuff, and to complicate my life further, just because I love complications, I've brought a van load of furniture in from a farmhouse I'm doing as well. So there's a quick recap. I've got it all priced in the carport now, or garage, whatever you want to call it. I'll do a bit of a walk around and show you where we're up to. There has been some stuff move already. We've also got a bit of cash in the kitty, so that's good. So I'm around here for a few hours today, getting organised, and I'm pricing some things so that next time I'm here, I can advertise it as like a pop-up furniture shop, garage sale, yard sale, whatever you want to call it. And then while I'm sorting stuff out in the house, people might turn up and hopefully buy something. So let's have a bit of a walk around and I'll catch you up with what we're up to here. And hopefully by the end of today, I've got a lot more organised. I'm feeling pretty organised already this morning, actually. The cabinet there is out because someone's coming to pick that up. That was advertised on Facebook for free. I've put a lot of the smalls over on this trestle. This fold-out trestle table was actually in the shed, so that's mine as well now, which is handy. And I may even live in the van because it's going to be handy for situations like this where we do a sort of a pop-up shop to reduce stuff going back to the shop. So all that stuff there is free, including the ironing board, and there's some half-used vinegar and I think red wine or something. If I can't get rid of that, I will tip it out and probably into the garden because you know, it'll break down and worms will move in and eat the bacteria and all that stuff. I did a lot of videos on that in my early days, and the bottles can then go in the recycle bin, so they won't be thrown out either. The table and chairs in the middle of the room here came from the farmhouse that I'm doing as well, so there's 2 separate deals here, and I'm just using this spot as because I've got the key and I've got use of it for about a month. It's a great spot to market things from. So I just put $50 on that Deco 1940s or so dining suite, and is supposed to be picked up today. If you saw a previous video with the cane lounge suite that was in the corner, that did get picked up. The people didn't let me down and we got $50 back for that. I have the pine dresser on Facebook for $30. The bookshelves there, I ended up going $20 on those. If they don't sell, we'll drop them pretty quick. $20 on that pine mirror and trinket drawers. I've been starting to clean out some of the cupboards in the kitchen, and these ones are fairly cheapish and a little bit stained plastic containers. They all have their lids. I will advertise those for free. That will get people around here hopefully because they're always handy. I could keep them and use them in the shed, but I just want to move a lot of volume from here quickly. At the shop though, the better ones I put in this box out the front at $3 a pick, and I have sold a couple of them already first day, so we will get some money back on some of the better ones. Over in this corner we have a gents wardrobe that has shelves put in it. I put 50 on it because it's really nice solid timber, but I might have to drop that. Pretty hard to sell brown furniture these days. And I've dragged a few things out of the house. The laundry trolley there, a little footstool, a clothes drying rack. That's a little like a laundry hamper. And a little modern on-casters cupboard with has a slide-out shelf, so it's probably like a really basic computer desk. So I'll try 25 on that. I put 150 on the fridge here, and someone is measuring it up, so hopefully they get back to me soon. And with all the stickers and everything, pricing it, setting it up like a garage sale, all these stickers were in the house. There's a whole heap of labels, stickers. These were all in the house. These are all sheets of stickers, which is fantastic. We will use them in the house, but it's really handy that they're here. Even the sticky tape with the dispenser, and some packing tape as well, and the empty cardboard boxes. So pretty much everything I need is actually here. Except of course for my coffee, which I had to bring around today, and the fridge in the kitchen does not go with my cold pizza. That will be my lunch. So I'll have to advertise this fridge as well shortly. I mentioned earlier, I think that the washing machine and the dryer have gone. Ben picked them up the other day, so now there's really only cupboards to empty in the laundry. With a lot of the food, I might box it up and again offer it for free, because a lot of it's fine, even though it's been opened. Things like sauce and vinegar and that sort of stuff will be perfectly fine. It'd be a shame to tip them out. There's a bottle of Stone's green ginger wine. Wow, maybe that would really get me going today. I did find a box of unopened assorted vinegars. There's red wine vinegar, there's all sorts of different vinegars. So Jess, my daughter, is going to use that in her kitchen. And over in the shed, well, I've made a bit of a start here. Mum wanted a couple of bits of the mesh for her garden, so I've got them in the van. The rest of it I'll probably just put together in a pile and offer for free. Although those wire multicoloured things, I think they make cubes, and there's some others in a wardrobe in the house, so I'll probably keep those. I think Christine wants to use them to store fabric. The lawnmower I am going to take home. The garden tools and things will probably sell through the shop, but I may as well set them all up against a wall in here with prices on them. I'll make them fairly cheap, and we might even sell some next time I'm here. Don't know if there's any gas in those gas bottles. I didn't check those. The neighbours here came to get the two big wardrobes that were here. I took a picture before he picked them up, and he's going to use them in his shed for storage. So that's fantastic, because that sort of stuff is a pain for me to get rid of, and now it's opened up that part of the shed nicely. These cupboards might be just like $5 each or something. I'll move them to somewhere, or maybe I could set up some of the other stuff in this shed and price it as well. All the paintings around here, remember, I think the owner was an artist. There's lots of frames and paintings, and some of them are quite good. So I'll go through those and maybe just lay them all out, perhaps even along the back of the workbench there, and just put like $5 a pick. So we might as well have this shed set up as part of a sale as well next time I'm here. Might be worth my while actually coming here on a Saturday morning if Christine's able to run the shop, and I'll spend, say, 3 or 4 hours here as a garage sale rather than doing it during the week. There's some more shelves over here that I can empty off and use to display some stuff on. So yeah, and also of course I'll probably try and give away all these garden chemicals. I'd much prefer someone use it. It's difficult to get rid of chemicals here. The local tip won't take them. In fact, most local tips don't take them. You have to wait until there's a special event where they do like detox your home, I think they call it, and you're allowed to take chemicals out. So there's more up here as well. There's also some paints and some workshop consumables that I will take home. So anyway, that's where we're up to for now. I'll keep going and getting things priced, and I'll clean up some of this area and start perhaps laying some tools and stuff along that wall, get these cupboards priced as well, and try and make the place look more empty than what it is now. Okay, so I actually have made space in the house, and it's got a lovely echo, although to be fair, it actually had an echo when we first got here, because most of the, bigger furnishings have been removed anyway. But I've made that wall empty. I've moved the stuff out to the carport. Next is this corner TV unit, which will be a freebie as well. Very hard to sell those things. The cane baskets will probably sell. Now, the electric piano is a Korg. It's an older model LP350 digital piano. My daughter Jess is interested, so she's going to pop in and have a look at that, because I think she's keen on learning, or at least furthering her musical talents. So if Jess wants that, she can have it. I don't think it's worth a great deal secondhand, because it's probably more than 10 years old now, and technology on these things advances so quickly. But it has got weighted keys, and you sit at it like a piano, and it's got a pretty cool adjustable piano stool as well. I would probably ask maybe $150 or something, or maybe $100. But if Jess wants it, she can have it. I'll move this cupboard out shortly. There's nothing in that, so that might be just a $20 bonus cupboard. There's a few bits and pieces here, some fold-up chairs, little tables, not worth a great deal. The chairs always sell well. We'll probably keep the walker, purely because it looks like a very good one. It looks near new. Mum's 86 now, so you never know. And Christine's mum is also in her 80s, so you never know. If we need it, it'd be nice to have one. And the way my hips are going, and if Christine gets back into table tennis and dancing like we hope to, which we have tried a little bit recently, we've been back to rock and roll dancing, we might need one of those the next morning. Really good office chair, she'll get a bit for that, it's nice and clean. And on top of this little corner unit, you may have noticed on the walkthrough there were some cameras. Have a look what I found. There's actually 2 cameras and some binoculars. Strangely, I was asked by someone in the shop yesterday if I had any binoculars, and I didn't in the shop. We often have them. They'll be going to the shop. They're Tasco Zip 2016 20 by 50 millimeters. I did quickly check them out online. I don't think they're worth a fortune. They're relatively cheap ones, so they might be just $20 or something. And the Olympus camera here is a model SP550UZ. It looks pretty neat. I checked them out online, and they do seem to sell anywhere between $30 and $60 or $70, so that's pretty good, assuming they work. This one though, this one is a Canon PowerShot SX60HS. Now, I had a look online, I typed in the model number, and lo and behold, all the completed auctions were selling for big dollars, $400, $500, some of them with multiple bids, so it's obviously a sought after model. It has a bag with it. I think it has a charger in the front. So that right there could be the most valuable thing out of this entire house lot. I'll have to do a bit more checking when I get back to the shop. Hopefully it powers up okay and doesn't have a fault. But that is a very nice camera. Certainly from my perspective, I'm getting a return from all my work in this place. It probably will go on eBay because I'm unlikely to have anyone in the shop that's going to pay out that sort of money. But I'll try and test it, put it on eBay. It might bring us back $400 or $500, which will be very, very nice indeed. I've continued to spread things out around here. That hall table with the 2 drawers is actually very modern and a really nice solid unit. I think if you went to a furniture place to buy one of those, you'd pay many hundreds of dollars. And that one does present as new, so we'll put 50, should sell quickly. The bicentennial map of Australia, which is a cross stitch, I put $20 on. I've taken some photos of these, but I haven't put any more on Facebook just yet. I'm just keen to fill this room up with everything priced. A bit more free stuff over here as well. The big Canon printer, I presume, works because it was still in the house plugged in. But it's even got paper in it, but I don't want to muck around with that. If someone wants to take it for free, it's an older model, but it probably was very expensive. Little cupboard there, some pots, and more stuff in the free section. So we're getting somewhere. I might stop now and have a bit of cold pizza. Just finishing off my pizza now, sitting with all my friends, and I haven't just been slacking off, although I have got a coffee, but I've been adding to my stock lists, and up until you guys pinched my phone, I was taking pictures and putting them on Facebook. So leave me finish my pizza and I'll be back to it. What? Okay, I'll get back to work. So I spent about 3 or 4 hours here today. I've organised quite a bit. The hall table has gone, that was over there, so I got 50 for that and it's been picked up already. I've priced a few smaller things, including that office chair. I put $50 on that, it's only a couple of years old. And some other fold-out chairs, lots of $10 stuff, $20 stuff. I've certainly filled up the shed here quite a bit with a lot more free stuff. Haven't done much in the shed. I just started sweeping up this corner and I'll work my way along this wall, but I'll do that next time I'm here. Had a few people through who came to pick up stuff, so the table and chairs went before, as I think I mentioned, and the other free cupboard, and with some other people coming to pick up things, they do look around and grab a few other things. One of my other daughters, Melissa, picked up a couple of towels she wanted. So that's cool. I'm happy for it all to go. With the house though, it's quite empty in here now. Just a couple of things we're keeping over there, and I have to check with Jess on that piano. Been packing a few boxes to go back to the shop, but this room's pretty well empty. Haven't really got into the cupboards in the kitchen yet, and I do need to take a photo of that fridge. This front bedroom with the single bed, I've taken some photos of the bed, and the mattress is pretty well as new. That's the underneath side of it, but it's a really good mattress. I'm going to offer the whole lot, including the bedding. There's an electric blanket type underlay and a good doona, and the mattress. We might try $50 a lot. Hopefully that can go. But I've done some photos. I'll advertise that before I'm here next. I've got a few things out of cupboards in here, but still a bit to go. And mainly the shed will probably take a bit of time, and packing up cupboards in the kitchen. That room's completely done. I've emptied the last few things out of the wardrobe in there. So really the bulk of the work is cupboards in the kitchen and the shed. I'll spend a few hours here later in the week, perhaps when someone's coming to pick something up, and we'll just coordinate. In fact, if I plan to do an afternoon, maybe Thursday, I might advertise that as like an open pop-up shop, and we'll see if we can get rid of some of this other stuff. I have done some other photos. Perhaps I'll do some photos of the other fridge, the main fridge, and I can put that on Facebook before I get here. So we'll call this video finished for now. We'll keep these videos short and sharp. There's not a lot to show you other than as things go and how the cleanup process goes. Perhaps in the next video though, we might have a look through a box of tools in the shed, see if there's much value for us, and I'll continue to get the shed stuff organised for a garage sale or something. Shouldn't take long to get that organised. It's really just a matter of sweeping up and putting stuff against the wall. And I do need to get all those pictures and frames out because they'll probably add up to a fair bit of money. So thanks for watching. Just another quick episode round at this house. We'll do another one very soon. We'll catch you then. Bye for now.